Hey everyone, just hanging out. Today's a beautiful day, man. It's been a long winter, you know, and I like work outside in the winter, like taking care of animals, and I'm just outside all day in the winter. So when a nice, warm day, 60-degree day rolls through in Rochester, New York, it feels really good. So for those who don't know, Rochester's beautiful. It's nothing like New York City. Just because it's in New York State doesn't mean it's actually the exact opposite. Check it out. It's beautiful here. Yeah. It's super nice out today. And I wanted to talk about, um, you know, there was this parable in this one. I want to talk about a couple things. First off, the main topic that'll interest you and most people is the idea of, the final frontier, like outer space exploration, and my viewpoints on it, and why I think Antarctica is the real final frontier for mankind. There's seven continents. There's seven continents in the world, right? And six of them are currently populated by human civilization. To me, this is a lot like the 6 days of work, and then the seventh being the Sabbath day. And it ties back to 6 days, or the six chakras, within the body, and the seventh being outside the body, like six, and then the seventh. So everyone thinks that the final frontier could be like Mars or something. Like, to me, that is totally fiction, totally fantasy. But I could see, in the realm of God, I could see at least what I think He is telling me, right? That, like, it's a possibility that when the ice caps melt, cities, I think high popular cities are going to be underwater, because I don't think civilization was ever meant to be clustered like it is. I think mankind's supposed to be more spread out, like butter kind of thing, not so much density, because, I don't know, it becomes more polluted that way, and that's why cities are covered, in concrete and pavement. Out here it's just beautiful. But this is going back to the final idea of the final frontier. Okay, like, say the population gets so large, like, where do we expand? And I think it is in God's plan for, like, the whole global warming thing. I think it's all in God's plan at one point that Antarctica becomes able to be cultivated again, and that'll last us a long time. And I think it could last us till the end of time, really, because I mean, I don't really believe like that the world will end. I'm not a believer in that. Like, I don't believe in like the world ending, but I do believe in it kind of withering away. Do you know what I mean? Like, this world, if it were to end, I don't see it being like some catalytic event where a meteor comes and just destroys everything. I think it'll be like a plant, in the sense like the world is its own organism, and it has life, and then it eventually just grows old and dies, like withers away. If it were to be that way, nothing lasts forever, but then again, with God, all things last forever, so um and the reason why Mars is like, oh, we're gonna cultivate Mars, that to me is so ridiculous. Like, no sense is involved. I don't think, I think God gave us everything we need on this earth. So I think what's gonna happen is, like, we work 6 days, and then, like, post apocalypse, if you would say, like, people will end up cultivating like Antarctica, and that'll be like the seventh continent. And also in the book of Revelation, it says how, like, there's a seven-headed beast, and six of seven. The seventh is yet to reveal itself. I don't necessarily think that Antarctica is the seventh. Like, I don't necessarily think it's working with the continents necessarily in that, but it's an idea. Like, I don't know if that's true or not, but I think it's a possibility. It's more realistic. Honestly, that's way more realistic as a final frontier than Mars would be, considering that the ice caps are melting, like perhaps the land would be you know, if nourished properly, if fertilized properly, maybe that land could be cultivated. It has a lot of that's like I don't know how much the land mass under all the ice in Antarctica or whatever, but the land mass looks enormous on the map. I don't know. It looks like the size of two or three continents, really. But I mean, it's just an idea. Like, it's more realistic than all that science fiction crap that you people read and watch. And Matt Damon on Mars. Like, look, I'm Matt Damon on Mars. No, Matt Damon. You're living in a fantasy realm, my friend. This is the real world. This is real. What I say is real. Just an idea. Alright, well, please upvote me and comment. You know it's good stuff. You know it is. Alright, peace.